Alright, let's get right to it. First things first. Eject the magazine. Pull the slide back. Make sure there's nothing in it. Drop the hammer. Bring it up halfway and lock it. See that? Okay, see these two dots? You gotta line them up to get the slide out. But before that, we'll line it up. I don't have fingernails, I can't pull the slide lock out. But anyway, the slide lock pulls right out when you got them two dots lined up, more or less. Alrighty, pull out the slide lock, leave the safety off. And there we go. It disassembles just like that. Nothing to do here but clean, and I don't feel like cleaning. So anyway, we got the slide lock out. We have the slide out. Take this spring thingy here. Take that out of the way. And go ahead and remove the barrel. Nothing so hard there, is it? It's a very simple machine and it works just fine. Although mine got wet. I don't remember when, but it got wet and I allowed corrosion to seep in. I know, terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Anyway, the barrel goes back in. The side without that goes forward. Right there. That's it for reassembly pretty much. Okay, next. Bring it back to line up the two dots. Put the slide lock in. Snap, it goes back in place. Rack the slide a couple times, make sure everything's going good, and don't forget to oil all the surfaces that contact other metal surfaces while you got it apart. Not like me. So anyway, that's it. Pretty simple, huh? I still say that's the scariest bit of hardware you'll ever be staring at. Now, can you see that? Would that frighten you? It would frighten the hell out of me. Big bullets come out of this bad boy. Anyway, that's it. Drop the hammer. Put the safe on. Somewhere around here I got the magazine. Oh, I already put it in there. Look at that. I'm a dummy. Alright, that's it for your 1911. And on to the usual stuff. On a note, this is what I use to upload, download, edit, everything on this little tablet. An $80 tablet too, by the way. It's a value pad, VP112. They go for between 60 and 80 bucks, depending on where you buy it. And It does everything I need it to do, and it's portable. Look at that. No batteries. No wires. Anyway, I'll be using this to search for my shout-outs today. Alright, stand by a minute. Alright, I'm peeping at you, my baby blues. Alright, the shout-outs for today. Don't forget DK over at Adventures in Dirt. He's the man to see about them new channels popping up every now and then, in case you're out there looking for more metal detecting channels to watch. Don't forget about me, but go ahead, go on over to DK and say hi. Tell him I sent you. He could use a few subscribers. I know he'd like a like or two, and comments are always welcome. You know how it goes. That's going to be the same for everybody that I read their name today. So there you go. Outs for today. Don't forget DK over at Adventures in Dirt. He's the man to see about them new channels popping up every now and then, in case you're out there looking for more metal detecting channels to watch. Don't forget about me, but go ahead, go on over to DK and say hi. Tell him I sent you. He could use a few subscribers. I know he'd like a like or two, and comments are always welcome. You know how it goes. That's going to be the same for everybody that I read their name today. So there you go. All right, first up is Got Talent. Has you got talent? Got talent. Check it out. Go on over there and visit his site. Do the usual stuff. Subscribe, comment, like, dislike, whatever you got to do, do it. Remember, tell him I sent you. Next up, we've got Variety and Errors. Variety and Errors. I'm hoping that has something to do with coins. I haven't had a chance to get there yet, so go on over. Throw him a subscription or two, especially if he's into our field of metal detecting and stuff like that there, About it. That is about it for this week's shout-outs. Next, I'm going to show you some of my favorite coins that I found in the last year and a half. It's not that many, maybe 20 or so. Oh, you'll like them, I think. Separate these into nickels, dimes, and quarters. All right, let's go from the really small to the big coins. All right, what we have here is an 1852 California fractional gold piece. I guess it's 50 cents, I'm thinking. I found that. I don't know how I found it. It's so small. Next up, we've got an 1851 Trime 3-cent dime. Next up, an 1852 Flying Eagle cent. Hard to see these, they're so worn out. Next we got a 1857 Flying Eagle cent. There you go. 1858 Flying Eagle cent. I think I got 5 Flying Eagle cents this last year and a half. That's a lot, I think. I've never even seen one until I moved up here. Next up we got a 3-cent nickel. 1867. It's in pretty good shape. Actually, I'd have to say that's mint shape. Minty fresh. And now we got an 1876 seeded dime. 1876, that's the first centennial, right? Or is it a centennial? That's first 100 years, anyway. All right, we got that. Not one, but 2 1960D Rosies. Thank you, Walmart. Thank you, Coinstar. Every time you go to Walmart, check the return slot. You never know. They got that Coinstar thing, and you can find a lot of silver, from what I understand. That's all I've ever found. Next we have a 1943 Mercury dime. Almost uncirculated. Very, very nice. It looks brand new. It really does. Yeah, it's one of those with the full bands around the wheat stalk on the backside. Can you see that? I'm thinking probably not. But there we go anyway. Next up, 1864 2-cent piece. Hard to see these in the plastic. Anyway, there you go. That's that. And the back looks like a shield nickel. Don't it? All right, now we're going to go on to some large cents, but I think we'll start with the 1800 half cent. And I'd have to say it's AU, almost uncirculated. It's in very, very, very nice shape. It's never been touched by human hands, I don't think, but who knows. My hands touched it. This came from halfway up a chimney, and that's the only thing standing on this piece of property. You could never tell there was a building there unless you see the chimney. So it was up on the first smoke shelf. Them baffles they used to build in, made out of slate, it was covered in creosote. So I did have to clean that. I normally don't clean anything. But, all right, an 1851 large cent. One of my better coins. An 1847 large cent. There you go. 1 cent. Says so right on the back. All right. Next we're going to go with silver, I think. No, I'll do some tokens first. I got an Harry S. Truman 1972 token, a memorial token for Truman. Next up we got a 1976. Now we're not going to do that yet. We did the dimes and everything else. Now we're doing the silver stuff. Okay, we got an 1852 O for Orleans Mint. 1852 O seated quarter. It's in fair shape. You can still see the shield in the eagle's chest. At least you could tell what it is. Some of them I've dug up were Slick Rick. You can't even figure out what they were. Next up is an 1877 seated quarter. It's just good. Just good. Good. Just good for this one. It's pretty worn. But you can still see the shield on the eagle's chest, so I guess it's not too bad if you go G for details. All the stars are visible. The date is clearly registering there. Check it out. Oh boy. Next we got a 1930 S for San Francisco. 1930 S Standing Liberty. And it's not too bad. A lot better than some of them I found. And there's that ever-present eagle, boy. He gets around, don't he? Okay. Got a 1953 D Washington quarter. I'd have to say that's very fine in the shape it is. Here we go, a 1964 Washington quarter. Brilliant, uncirculated. Look at how shiny that is. Isn't that something? Looks like a modern quarter on the reverse. Next we're going to do half dollars. We've got a bicentennial 1976 Kennedy right there, and it's in pretty good shape, but it's not all that old either, so that explains a lot. It might even have some silver in it. I'm not sure. I'll have to look it up. Next up we got a 2007 D Kennedy, and it's brilliant, uncirculated. It's brand new looking. There's that eagle again. We got a 2001 D brilliant uncirculated Sacagawea. So that's a buck, and it's perfect. Oops. Well, it was before I dropped it. And there's that eagle again, even on the back of these. Yep. Symbol of our country. Next up, we've got probably the ugliest U.S. coin ever minted. See that, fella? Yep, Franklin was not one of the more photogenic presidents, but like I say, it's an ugly coin, but it's got full bell lines on the Liberty Bell in the back. I don't know if you can make out, that's pretty close-up stuff. It has the full bell lines, though. So that's really nice. I like it. Next up, we've got a 1921 Morgan dollar. 1921 Morgan dollar. This is uncirculated. Brand new. Minty fresh, as I like to say. Yep, got your eagle there too. You can see that one pretty good, I'm reckoning. Alrighty then. We've got a 1900 Morgan. Oh, by the way, the 1921 that I just showed you is the last year of issue. So I don't know if it's worth extra or not as much. Who knows? Anyway, this one's got a little wear to it. I'd say average circulated. But boy, that's a heavy piece of silver, let me tell you. 2 of them makes an ounce. Alright, and now my oldest coin. Are you ready? This is in 1782, 1 real from Peru. Not too much detail left back on that one there. It's thin. But you can see the coat of arms on the backside pretty well. Hey, and that's it for my coins for today. I know, I take forever to get through this stuff, but what are you going to do? I'm slow, I'm old. And I'm disabled, so I'm slow there too. Alright, I guess I won't be doing any running this year. And it rained again today. I'm just waiting for 2 days in a row where it doesn't rain so I can get out there and dig again. I'm trying, I'm really trying. I need to look around with my baby blues that you can't see anymore because the sun's down. That's about it, I guess, for today. So we did the Saturday and the Sunday stuff today, Monday. Don't ask me. Anyway, my internet was out for 3 days. It's back up now so I can do all this stuff. And like I say, it's rained every day in the last 7 days. So I'm trying to wait for the ground to dry up because I hate mud. I really hate it. I hate it getting all over me and on the equipment, especially my cameras. It's a nightmare to clean it off. It really is. The sticky mud we got here and the clay, oh, terrible. So I don't like to dig when it's wet. I know, I'm a pansy. What are you going to do? Have a great day. Good luck. Happy hunting. Watch yourselves out there. Them mean green snakes are out to get you. Them copperheads and rattlesnakes, they'll all be pretty active right now. Middle of summer, so keep your eyes open. Bring your 45 with you in case you see one. So long, guys. Be good. If you can't be good, have fun. If you can't have fun, hey, there's no hope. No hope at all. All right. Bye for now. See you on the rebound.